Hold on. Beep, 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 beep.
What are you doing?
I'm looking for someone to bounce.
There you go.
Because I don't like that guy right there. There you go. Hey, enjoy the program. Buy XM or tune into your local FM affiliate that we're on. Boink. There you go. Bye-bye. We got to take a break. You're saying we got to take a break.
Well, it is a business. It's safe to say that it got...
Don't let me forget where I've been, where I was.
No, we're up to Tuesday.
Did the show.
And then you go home.
And then I go home.
And trust me, you do not want to touch that dial.
And this is where things get ridiculous.
And I want to make it perfectly clear. It's me saying we have to take a break. Trust me. I'm trying to control Anthony. Anthony could go all the way to 8 without a break.
Yeah.
Okay? It's me saying we should take a break. But trust me, it gets a lot better. And the rage is about to start in about 10 minutes. Because this is just a setup.
There's somebody telling me to stop bouncing. Just bounced them. How ironic.
All right, when we get back, Anthony will talk about what happened when we got home Tuesday and where it's at today.
Yeah, where we stand today. Because it still continues.
It still continues. It's
not what you think, based on what I've told you.
I understand.
This takes a twist like, you know The Simpsons starts out with something, and then, like, about 10 minutes into a Simpsons episode, the beginning part has nothing to do with what the rest of the Simpsons episode is about.
Yeah.
That's what happened here.
Do not touch your dial.
All right.
Anthony,
don't even give away anything.
No, I'm not. But okay. I think you're going to walk off the show today.
I might have to take some, like, breaks for phone calls and things like that. And, at about 8 or so. 8-ish.
Okay. It's the ONA virus.
And the pests might have to get involved.
Really?
I don't know.
All right. The second part of the story, which is much better than the first part, I got to be honest with you.
Oh, first part sucked?
Well, I mean...
Thanks.
The first part...
Telling a story over here.
About my effing life.
Yeah.
I thought it was good.
This isn't a cute little radio story. It's
Sorry to start with a goddamn chase scene. Jesus Christ.
Well, the chase scene is coming up, as well as all sorts of explosions.
Oh.
All right, we'll step aside. We'll continue in just a bit. All right, we're back with the Opie and Anthony show.
And that's what happened.
That's unbelievable. That is unbelievable.
I'm kidding, of course.
I knew it was going to involve a schwoogie. I just knew it.
Dude, you're not IMing me. Someone isn't actually IMing me. Oh. Bye.
Will you just turn off the pal talk
I can't
help
it. I can't help it.
Important I am, though, maybe? Did he ask anything important?
Yeah, he said hi. What a douchebag.
It's the ONA virus spreading across America. We got a very agitated Anthony in studio. He's in the middle of telling a story. Just to recap really fast, Cleveland trip.
Started Sunday.
Yeah, go ahead, really fast.
Stupid argument over spilled wine on the plane with my girlfriend. I've never, we've never had an argument in the 7 years we've been together and lived together. We don't have arguments. We just don't. This is, it kind of started snowballing, got way blown out of proportion, continued. Every little thing was like pissing me off, and the fact that the initial argument wasn't being addressed as the day went by on Monday.
Quiet ride all the way back to Manhattan.
Yeah, the quiet
hotel
ride.
Because you still couldn't get back to your house on Long Island. She went off to go to a movie with her friend. You went up to your room. You went to the Apple store. Couldn't get what you wanted, so you decided to drink. You texted her. That was kind of going well. Then you called her. That wasn't going well. So you smashed your cell phone in your room, and then you got another room. She got pissed off because you guys have never slept
never
apart
been apart
before.
in 7 years.
So when she came back to a room where you weren't at anymore because you were in another room, she said, screw this. She took a cab home.
Yeah.
You finally went home after Monday's show.
Right.
It was never addressed. It was like weirdness around your house all day.
It was very uncomfortable.
Small talk, blah, blah, blah. You went to sleep early to go do the show on Tuesday, which was a great radio show.
Did the show on Tuesday.
And then now we're up to you leaving the show on Tuesday and going home.
I go home on Tuesday, and for the first time ever, I get home, and she's lit. She's tanked. She took the nice bottle of Absolute out of the freezer, did about 5 shots, and was just laying out on the patio lounge chair with a book on the side of on the table, but passed out. So I'm like, baby, hey baby, and she's like, like, oh boy, okay, come here, get up. So I like pick her up, bring her in the house, and she's obviously not rational in her talking. She's telling me that I don't care and things like that, and things that people say when they're hammered. She was hammered. She was we got in an argument. Never been in an argument like this. I dealt with it Sunday by slamming down drinks at the bar. She dealt with it Tuesday by slamming down drinks at home. And so I bring her into the bathroom eventually because she's feeling sick at that point, which is normal. She's talking a little better, but really still kind of... And I see the bottle of vodka there. There's barely anything taken. It was a brand new bottle, so there was barely anything out of it. So I'm waiting for her to throw up, get this over with. And a Nassau County police car comes to the front of the house. So I'm like, that's odd. What, did someone call the cops or something? Or, how does anybody know anything's going on? No, it's just a pal. It's a Nassau County cop pal coming to drop off some Nassau County stickers for my car, the back window, and PBA cards and things like that.
And don't forget the police uniform.
The uniform, the red light, everything I need so I can do 120 miles an hour with impunity.
The actual cop car is on order.
Yes.
You should have that soon.
Exactly.
Okay.
Just there as a friend. So he throws out some kind of Ramon joke and notices my reaction probably isn't as he thought it would be because I'm dealing with a situation inside. So I say to the cop, I'm like, I go, you want to take a look at my girlfriend, just make sure everything's cool, And I said she's talking, so it's not like, she's passed out or, not OD and have alcohol poisoning or anything like that. So he comes in and, talks to her. Hey, how you doing? I feel good, that kind of thing. And he goes, I got a EMT friend who's out there. Just drive her down to, as of right now, an unnamed hospital. Just have her vitals checked. I'm like, okay, sounds good. We do that.
Sounds like the smart thing to do, right?
Why not?
Mm-hmm.
I figure, best be just safe like that. Me, I'm Mr. Hypochondriac kind of guy. And I know as long as you're talking and moving around, everything's fine. It's the people that are like sprawled out and can't. And believe me, I lived with that for 9 years. And she never does this. Never does this. So this was so out of the blue that I was like, yeah, okay, let's do this. So we end up in the emergency room. And they don't give her anything because I guess they deemed her fine. It was recorded,
What do you mean don't give her anything?
Like if you're ODing on something or you're
the charcoal or whatever,
or you're alcohol poisoning, they pump your stomach, they do something.
I think they throw some kind of charcoal thing in you to make you vomit.
I don't know.
Uncontrollably to get everything out. Whatever.
I don't know.
So they don't do any of this.
No, we're just kind of sitting
Gotcha.
in a room.
Gotcha.
And it's reported as an alcohol, just as an alcohol event, something like that. The cop writes it down as. So we're sitting in this room, and she's, starting to sober up, and she's getting hungry and thirsty. So they get her water and food and stuff like that. And I'm just waiting, to leave. Her vitals are fine. Waiting to leave. All of a sudden, the shrink walks in. The shrink comes in and starts talking to her. And after, now, the shrink talks to her while she's still hammered.
What time is this, by the way?
This is probably 2:30.
So you got home
in the afternoon.
You got home around noon?
Yeah.
So it's a couple hours later?
Just, dealing with it at the house.
Okay.
2:30. At the hospital, the shrink starts talking to her. and she's hammered. So the shrink is talking to her and decides, because she's hammered, that she needs to be admitted, involuntarily admitted to the hospital. And now we're waiting 10 hours. 10 hours before anything happens in this little elevator-sized room. And by this point, now she's fine. Hungover, but we're just both like, let's get out of here. This is ridiculous. She's like, I tell her everything that happened, throughout the course of when she was hammered. And everything's like, we're ready to go. Ready to just go home. Forget about the argument. I say, the argument was the stupidest friggin' thing. I know, it was ridiculous. Let's go home. The shrink comes in and goes, she should talk to somebody, or you could do like an inpatient thing we have here. We go, no. She goes, well, I'll give you a chance to think about it, and walks out of the room. So we look at each other and start laughing and go, let's get out of here. Let's just get the hell out of here. She comes back hours later, this shrink, and goes, yes, well, I spoke with some associates, and we're involuntarily admitting you. Oh, really? Okay, what do I got to sign so that stops? Where do I sign? Where's the waiver? Whatever it is, the thing. No, there is no thing. I said, so what happens? Well, we take her upstairs, and you go home. And we hold her here. For what? Well, she was drunk, and I asked her if she was depressed, and she said, who doesn't get depressed at some point in their life while she's hammered? And later she told me, I don't even remember talking to this woman. Doesn't even remember talking to her because she's hammered. So they take her upstairs, and they're like, all right, well, you could look around to me. You could look around, and we're both kind of in shock, going, what the... you kidding me, right? There's the shuffling lunatics, the drooling lunatics walking around the floor.
Doing the slipper walk. Now my girlfriend's hysterical, crying, saying, I cannot stay here. I'm petrified.
This is unbelievably ridiculous. This is illegal. This shouldn't happen. And I'm like powerless to do anything. It's now after midnight. So I can't even go home and get stuff for her to make it more comfortable or whatever. Anyway, I assume, why get stuff? Obviously, I'll come there tomorrow, which was, yesterday, I guess, or the day before yesterday. I'm not even sure. Days, running into days. It's the next day to be out of there. It turns out I can't get in touch with any of these scumbag doctors to get her signed out. They're unfindable. You call them, they're supposed to call you back, they don't call you back. You find like 3 levels down of doctors just to sign her out. She's fine. There's no problem. She's spoken with people. I've spoken with the people there. The shrinks that are there. Everything's fine. She can go. She needs somebody to sign her out. They're playing golf or something. So she's still in there.
It's now Thursday.
Right now, it's Thursday because no jerk-off can be found to sign her out. And these silverback gorillas that work there have no clue or care. It's all cookie-cutter because everybody's running around going, I want to go. I'm fine. Let me go. They don't look at any individual situations or circumstance. It's all the same. So now you got a girl who is fine that can't leave because some idiot isn't there to sign a piece of paper.
Let me ask you, and everybody's probably saying the same thing I'm thinking, like, why not just say F you and walk out? Like, what's stopping you?
They will arrest you. They will arrest you. It's an arrestable offense. Where did this come from? First of all, no one told me this. When the choice was given, which we weren't taking the option of staying anyway, but when this manipulative little shrink bitch C-word said, yeah, well, you could, go and do this, or we'll check you in. I'll be back in a little bit. As she is filling out the paperwork, it's a bunch of liars. They don't, they're not honest. They don't look at any individual. It's a group of people that they want to keep anesthetized. So I walk in there the first visit that I get, which in this place is ridiculous. Like for an hour long at 1 o'clock, you get like an hour from 12 to 1 in the afternoon. There's no phone contact. There's no nothing.
That was
She's losing her mind.
Yeah.
So am I. Yeah. So I walk in. She's having lunch. Of course, she just freaks out, insane upset. And she goes, they just, they gave me something, and I can barely stay awake. So the doctor comes over and sits down, and I'm cursing at the doctor. I go, how are you supposed to get a legitimate assessment of this girl's psychological state when you've given her something that has her falling asleep in her lunch? I go, how are you supposed to now assess this and find out that she's a rational, smart, funny, witty girl instead of one of these people you have that you pump with drugs because that's all you do here? You incompetence. They're nothing but incompetence. So I'm cursing this woman out. And she finally says, well, we won't give her any more of that. I go, yeah, don't. And I told my girlfriend, I go, if they give you anything, spit it out. I go, do not swallow anything they give you. A pill, hold it in your cheek, and then get rid of it. Get rid of it.
This is like Cuckoo's Nest.
Exactly. So I'm sitting there going, now, where's the doctor that signs her out? He's not here. Where is he? He's not here. I want to talk to him. Have him call me. Here's the number. So now visiting hours are over. Again, she loses it. I tell her, be strong. I'm going to get you out of here. I'm going to get you out of here. Have to drive home, and I'm waiting for this call from this doctor. Never calls me. Doesn't call me. So now I go for the second visit, which is 6:30 to 8. Go in there, immediately ask where the guy is, where the doctor is. And the smug ass behind the counter goes, excuse me, sir, it's 6:30. He's at home. Or he's not available. I go, oh, he wasn't available when I was here earlier. He wasn't available when I was promised a phone call from him to sign out my girlfriend. I go, what if there was the biggest emergency ever and you had to get in touch with him? Oh, we'd page him. Do it. Well, we can't. We have to go through his underling. It's more bull, more lies, more garbage. So we're walking around there, and it's kind of at this point now becoming funny. Like we're both sitting on the couch, kind of like, curled up and laughing at how ridiculous this is. There are screaming people. There's the shuffling people. There's collages made of crepe paper and construction paper on the wall that they make them make. And she's sitting there going...
Did you take advantage of the situation and talk to some of the other people on the floor? Because you'll get some great stories.
No, I can't.
I think people know my mom's been in and out of these joints my whole life, and I would visit her from time to time, and... you're in this room, and all of a sudden there's a guy that he's making something out of macaroni, a little art project, and he's like, I got a business trip to Toledo. I gotta get out of here. I'm supposed to be in Toledo Friday. Just completely out of their minds.
So when I was dropping her off, the first night when she's completely upset, we go upstairs and walk into the place, the unit, and there's this I guess security guy there, and he goes, don't worry, everything's going to be fine. She'll be taken care of. I go, don't give me the line. Don't give me the line. She doesn't even belong here. And I know they hear that from everybody, so that's, the category that they fall into. So as we're walking to the door, she's completely upset. And I turn to the guy and I say, if anything adverse happens to her, I'll kill everyone on this floor. And he turns around and goes, you cannot say that. He goes, honestly, you cannot say that. And I just smiled and I said, say what? What did I say? He goes, you know what you said. I go, no, what did I say? And I just smiled at him and walked out. He was petrified.
You know you're going to be switching places
Petrified.
with your girl. You know that, right?
Petrified.
Maybe he was scared because you're checking someone into a psychiatric unit and you're threatening to kill everyone on the floor. That's
Exactly.
Definitely do
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
I told Anthony before the show, I'm like, they're going to let her go probably today, and as you're all happy getting ready to hold her hand, like 3 animals are going to tackle you and pull you down and throw a straitjacket
Well,
on
on
you.
last night's visit,
Oh, my God.
we're sitting on the couch, and she's got, like, her legs over my legs, and I got, like, my arms around her and stuff, and we're just talking.
You're comforting her.
Yeah. We're talking and kind of laughing about how ridiculous this whole situation has snowballed into. Like, we went from the beginning of wine spilling on a plane and how it snowballed into what it is, into this. She was upset that we had an argument. And that's what happens. If every time a person that was upset about an argument had a drink and got hammered, we'd all be in insane asylums if this was how it's supposed to be treated. So we're laughing about how it got, snowballed. And this ape comes up and goes, no touching. No touching. We both give her the big F you, just as loud as day. Just go F you. She goes, I'll take away your visiting privileges. I said, do it. She's out of here tomorrow anyway. And later I see her in the nurse's station eating a banana with one hand. And I go to her, you know how many germs are on the keyboard and mouse you're using right now? And she goes, that's why I'm eating it with this hand and working with this hand. I go, boy, you must really tear through your work that way. So they just are livid at me at this point because I'm livid pissed at them. And I'm trying to get answers. So now I found one guy that would actually talk to me like a human being and got names and numbers for these various doctors that at 8:05 said 8 o'clock, but give them a couple of minutes. I'll give you 5. The calls start 8:05. If I don't get a response that she is being signed out of there today by 9, pest alert. I'll give out the numbers, the hospital. You shut the place down. Shut it down.
I say you get a pest army together.
Mm-hmm.
What about a sink? Can you throw that through a window somewhere?
I know, fountain, big fountain.
I go with sink because you're a little smaller. I don't think you're going to be able to get that fountain out of the ground. Sink, though, I think you can get it done.
Livid.
I think you can get it done.
Livid. And that's where we are as of today.
That's really, as you're talking, I'm just clenching my teeth. I was getting, the medical profession it's just anonymous.
It got worse and worse. Yeah, no one cares. No one wants to hear anything different than they think they know. It's just sign her out. It's done. So now we wait.
So where did it all go wrong?
Don't know. It was a snowball thing.
Yeah, no, I know.
It all went wrong where, I don't know, should have gotten up and left.
No, I mean like at the hospital. That just, it just sounds crazy.
It is crazy.
That they could do this.
It is crazy. There's no reason, no way this should be legal. That they could just do this without any consent, anything. Just make this decision based on, an interview with a drunk girl. Are they even supposed to do that?
No, because if you're a cop, I think like a lot of the information you get from somebody, if they're completely intoxicated, is probably...
You know what, I actually made an analogy. I go, that's like taking the dashboard cam of a cop during a drunk driving arrest. And when the guy is completely sober saying, you can't drive, look at the tape of you. Look at the way you're staggering. No, but that was when I was drunk. I was arrested, and no, you can't drive.
A lot of people are saying it's illegal for a shrink to talk to her when she's drunk.
Probably is.
They got to wait for her to sober up.
I don't know my rights.
And then you...
her rights.
Then you assess the situation.
Yep.
A cop in Jersey, you're supposed to wait till they sober up to talk to them.
She told her, she said, I have no recollection of a conversation with you. That's how hammered I was.
You should, I would definitely have a nice lawyer looking at...
Oh, believe me, it's already in the works. Oh, this place is getting sued.
But
heads will roll.
If you didn't have be in the position you are, where you know the people you know, and you can at least get answered a little bit faster. Most people have to deal with these scumbags, and they're completely at their mercy.
Dude, I'm not getting any. Believe me, I wish I wish I could go in there and go, hey, I got a radio show. Could you sign her out? That means nothing here. This is not helping me at all. All of my relationships with certain police officers and everything, not helping. I'm in a situation I can do nothing about.
So she's out today?
I sure hope so. She better be, because from what I heard, she has to talk to one person and then can get out. And now, where is that one person? Well, we'll find out at 8:05, because that's when I'm supposed to call. And her sister in Colorado is also, because I called her, and she's going to call. And we're both going to call and call and call and call. And if I get no response by 9 o'clock, maybe the pests will call certain numbers. We'll slowly leak out things and information.
At 8:05?
No, I got to start calling at 8:05.
Yeah.
Can't tie up the phone lines.
No, that's what I mean, at 8:05?
Yeah.
You're doing like radio teases. Trust me.
It ain't a tease, believe me.
We don't have to tease this show today.
I'm not teasing this.
Ryan in Chicago, what's up?
Hey, Anthony, are you going to bring the bill in to the, on the air when they give it to you?
Yeah, the bill. No, that's another thing is what this is. This is a way for them to get money, insurance money. If we left that night, there's no more money. If they check her in, this doctor, they could all take a little bite of the insurance policy, the medical insurance money. They could all take a little piece. That's what it's all about. It's about keeping you there, giving you as much as you can, get as many doctors as can dip into the till. And that's what's going on.
Why would they medicate a person, though, who's not yelling or violent or crazy?
Exactly. I said, why is she medicated? She goes, well, she was upset last night and had a hard time sleeping. And even to that, I said, all right, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Why did you medicate her again? I go, and you're supposed to now have an interview with her like this? Of course you're going to think she's a nut. She can't even stay awake.
Just say it. He'll get it down the hall. John in Yonkers, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm a little confused. If she didn't say anything like she's going to kill herself or she's not a danger to herself, I don't understand why they would hold her.
Because that's the way I think the psychiatrist interpreted it as she was talking to a drunk girl.
That's why Ant's losing his mind.
Because she's boxed. I mean, so what? Everybody gets boxed. There's no reason to detain her. You should have just got up and walked out of there.
I think when she said depressed, yeah, sometimes who doesn't? Something like that, while being drunk, all of a sudden, now this, aspiring friggin' psychiatrist is gonna, make her bones.
Oh, it's ridiculous, man. Yeah, she's a rookie psychologist, has no idea what she's talking about. And I don't know why they would keep her. I mean, she got boxed. It's not a big deal.
And then, talk to her when she's sober.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
they're medicating us. How's she supposed to get sober to talk to if they keep throwing stuff down her throat?
What does that mean,
exactly.
Get boxed? What's that mean, get boxed?
Hammered.
Get hammered.
Oh, okay.
Just getting hammered. All right, thanks, John. Let's go to Max in Dallas. Max.
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
Hey.
Hey, I had a question for you. Do you guys have any of those little microphones you can stick on the straitjacket they're going to put around Anthony when he goes there?
I got to be honest with you. Anthony's a lot calmer on the show than he was in the office when I first ran into him this morning.
I'm surprised you didn't rip a few heads, Ant. That's freaking crazy.
I'm amazed that he was able to tell the
it.
story without just completely losing his mind, because in the office, it was...
I am so close to it.
He had a lot of people just kind of looking down and reading newspapers.
Yeah.
I can believe there was something interesting on the computer screen.
You can't even imagine how pissed I am.
A lot of people saying you got to sue. Lori on Long Island. Lori.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Well...
Anthony, here's what you need to do. Walk into the hospital and just say, on the advice of my attorney, I am signing her out against medical advice. Give me the form now. That's what it's called.
Yeah, I know. You can't do that.
They're not allowed to do this.
Yeah.
Trust me, I'm in this field. They're not allowed to do this.
Well, if there was a way, I would have done it. I looked into every possible way, talked to every person. There's no way to do this.
Well, in this country, they're not allowed to do that. That's against the law.
Yeah, well.
So if they won't give you the form, just get up and walk out with her. If they call the police can't hold her there. She didn't commit a crime.
Well, let me ask you, you said they'll arrest you. Is there actually a guard at the door? Like, if you're both just headed towards the exit, says, I'll get the car.
Yeah, there's probably some security guy. But, you know, the thing I read was that, you know, there's would be sheriffs or police officers involved to bring you back. Which, you know, where did that come from? Did you hear of that?
It really is amazing. Frank in Oceanside. Frank.
Yeah, how you doing, guys?
Hey.
Listen, the idea that she's going to get out of there anytime before 12 o'clock is an impossibility. Got to keep her in there for another day of fees, another day of tests and everything.
Nah, that ain't happening, my friend.
Well,
because I will just go in and take her out and face the consequences. Well, I don't care.
You know,
I don't care.
Yeah, but you know what the other consequences are, too? Afterwards, now she has this psychiatric incident. How it affects her down the road, too.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Good luck.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, let's go to Debbie in Massachusetts. Debbie.
How's it going to affect you down the road? What's he talking about?
I have no idea. Debbie.
Yeah,
vaguely.
Hi. Hello.
Go ahead.
Hi.
By the way, can I bring up something? It's a huge story today. Terrell Owens.
Yeah.
Terrell Owens, you know, that I don't believe he tried to commit suicide. That's so stupid.
Yeah, but
it's
if you're
not even funny.
If you're loading yourself up with pills and you're unresponsive.
It's so obvious. He took a couple painkillers because of injuries or whatever, and then he was a little dopey and out of it, and then he was taking his normal supplements and mixed it up with more pain pills.
Yeah.
Terrell Owens is not trying to kill himself, but ESPN and everyone else is all over the story. Like, oh, he's not. Look, he's denying that he tried to kill himself. The guy did not try to kill himself. He made a really bad mistake.
But he should be locked up in a hospital.
But that's the point I'm making. Terrell Owens in and out of the hospital, and he was on a lot of painkillers.
Yeah, that's a guy that should be maybe having a talking to.
Right.
Not a girl who has a fight with a boyfriend, gets hammered.
That's what I'm saying. It's so weird that this story hit the same day as your story, because I mean, this guy was in and out of the hospital like that.
Yeah. There was no suicidal attempt or tendencies or anything. It wasn't that wasn't a part of the story.
All right, we got a couple more
jerk-offs,
and then we'll continue after the break. Carl in Baltimore, what's up?
What's up, O&A?
Hey.
Yeah, same thing happened to my wife a couple of years ago. Basically, she pounded a couple of drinks down and passed out on the front porch. Neighbor called the police. Had to go to the hospital to find her, and next thing I know, they tell me they got to keep her there for 72 hours.
Yeah, that's what they say. Like, they have the right to hold somebody for 72 hours based on their evaluation.
Right. That's
of a drunk person.
Yeah, it's up. Thanks, man.
All right.
Scumbags.
Fast Freddy from Jamaica Station. Later today, we'll be watching chopper coverage of a red Shelby in a high-speed chase.
That's right. Oh, try to catch me.
Down the LIE on Channel 12.
That'll be the car I take.
And then a lot of people want to know which. I
won't say it.
No, I better not say it.
What, the hospital?
No, you're on edge. Give me permission to just read one instant feedback.
If you're going to piss me off, I swear I'll just fucking leave.
All right.
What you ought to do, if you get her out of there and you're worried about getting arrested, just check into a hotel until you get it all worked out. That's why they can't go to your house and get you.
Thanks, Jim. Maybe they'll just go to the hotel. Maybe I'll just check in where I always do. No.
They go to the hotel.
So you want me to be on the lam?
Oh, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't.
Helen. Right.
Well, you have to come in and talk in a different voice. It's the Opie and Fan Show.
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
It's kind of hard for a radio guy to be on the lam and on the air.
Also, we just changed your voice with all those machines. So I work.
Oh.
That really is good advice. Check her out. Just the cops will never find you. What a dope.
Today
with a phony wig and a mustache and sunglasses, comes in to the show every day with voice voice technology to change up the old voice.
Yeah, today's a very pivotal day because if she does not get out today, there could be problems that I might be off for a while.
Can I ask you something? Now, this really does suck, and if it sounds like they're going to keep her for 72 hours, why wouldn't you hang in there? Make sure she hangs in there. Get her out after 72 hours, and then all hell breaks loose after you get her out of there.
Because
with lawyers and all that crap.
She doesn't belong in there for 72 hours. She doesn't belong in there for a minute.
So you're making a stand and a point here.
Yeah. This is we enjoy each other's company, and
Can't kidnap you for 3 days.
It's depressing me.
No, I
to be in
understand
my
that, but
friggin' bed alone at night, knowing that she's in that.
I understand
crap
all
hole.
that, but it seems like if you do something crazy today, you'll make this situation even a lot worse. I'm just asking.
Gets her out.
I'm just asking, why not, deal with it? It sucks, you know what, and then all hell breaks loose after you get her out of there.
I'm trying every legal means possible to get her out.
Today.
If that doesn't work,
Right.
and I'm making the limit today. Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
When's the 72 hours up? You shouldn't wait.
I don't even know.
Yeah. Why should they be allowed to just kidnap you against your will?
Midnight on
Tomorrow night, right?
Tuesday. They admitted her.
Also, late Friday,
early Wednesday.
Late Friday.
No,
Midnight.
Midnight Tuesday is early Wednesday, right?
Midnight Tuesday is late Tuesday, so it'll be late Friday.
It's 3 days.
Yeah, Saturday
so it'll be late Friday, which would mean tonight, and then no.
Okay.
There's not going to be another night of me sitting in my bed like a friggin' idiot, being depressed, and her in that nut house, being depressed. They are, they're holding her against her will and against her health. There's no way a healthy-minded person should be in that situation. It is depressing, and you get like creeped out.
Right.
There's legitimate crazy people in there.
You don't have to tell me. I've seen it many, many times.
Oh,
that's enough to make you go nuts.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying, Mike from West Palm, how does T.O. get out in a few hours and Axe Girl has to spend days?
Yeah.
Days. Let's go to Ryan in Smithtown. Ryan.
Smithtown?
What?
Yeah, what?
Yeah. Listen, the reason they can keep her in there is if they have two different medical doctors, each fill out a form called a 2PC. I work in a business.
Yeah.
Now, if she was not evaluated by two different doctors, and trust me, this happens on a daily basis, one doctor will see her, write the 2PC, walk up to another doctor, have them duplicate it. They can keep her against the will. They'll do this for at least 5 days because 5 days is when they get the maximum amount of money from the insurance company. After 5 days, the money drops off. This is in the hospital.
They can only do it.
Let her go.
They can only do it for 72 hours, though.
Yeah, well, they'll try to do it for 5 days.
Well, whatever they try. She wasn't spoken to by two people either.
She wasn't?
She was drunk. One girl talked to her.
But you know what? I'm telling you, you have to follow this assiduously because if she wasn't interviewed by two different people face to face, then there's no way they can keep her there.
Yeah. Well, she wasn't.
I work in one of the establishments. I see it all the
She
time.
wasn't, and she was drunk at the time of the interview.
It's ridiculous.
So,
have a doctor fax one of these things.
Lawsuit, forget about it.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Yeah, apparently she took some, notes. This wannabe shrink took some scratchings when she was drunk, and then goes up to another doctor and goes, "Hey, here's what I wrote down. Oh, I concur." Instead of coming in and talking also and getting a real second opinion, you take a few paragraphs written on a piece of paper from a drunk girl. That's great. That's great medical attention.
It's illegal. They have to see her face to face. They sign their license away. Those forms are on file. You will definitely have.
Oh, believe me, the whole thing. Yeah, and then last night I go. I want her records. I want to know exactly what the two doctors said to her and what she said yesterday. I go, just give me all her records. She's giving me permission. Oh, we can't release records while she's still in the hospital. Really?
Why can't they?
Is that the truth? I've never heard of that one either. You have the right to your records. And she has the right to her records. It's just this big machine that you can't do anything about. You're trapped in it. You can't. You're powerless no matter what the hell, unless maybe you're, Tyrell. But you're powerless to do anything. So I go up for visiting, I bring her stuff. I have to watch other people sit there with catatonic people as we're sitting there going, holy Jesus Christ, this monkey's telling me I can't touch you.
That would have drove me nuts.
It did. Oh, it did. Your touch.
You're going to tell me
Get
I
outta
can't
here.
touch my girl? Are you nuts?
Yeah. Go screw.
All right, we got to take a break.
Bastards. Oh.
Oops. It's a nightmare.
Completely. completely.
It's going to curse, sorry.
And she gets out of there today.
No matter what.
That's it.
All right, we'll step aside for a bit. It's Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony. The Opie and Anthony Show.
All right, we're back. It's Opie, it's Anthony, it's Jim Norton. A lot of people want to help you, Ant.
Yeah.
Want to take a couple more calls and then we'll try to move on?
Yeah, it's when you get 800 bits of advice that none of them jive with each other.
I love that when people give like bad legal advice. Like, dude, the way you got to do is tell them you want a form, and on the way out say legal counsel, and they can't arrest. Really, they can't.
Yeah.
Let's go to Mike in Jersey.
Good morning, boy.
Phone calls to no less than 3 doctors that could. Oh, hold on.
Get it?
Hold on. Jesus Christ, I don't want to miss this one.
Your phone's ringing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello? Speaking. Oh, you actually got a person on the phone. Oh.
Man's talking to the hospital. Someone's on the phone. He's getting an update on his girl.
I hear about the residents meeting all the time. Yes.
What do we do? What do we do? I don't know. We either hear a very happy Anthony.
I want to set up a meeting where my girlfriend gets checked out of the hospital. That's what I want to do. If that entails coming in and meeting and talking with you, and the end result is getting out of the hospital, then I am fully enthralled to come and meet. But no. See, another lie. I heard up to 72 hours, and yeah. There's another thing that I'm hearing. Wait, I just want to explain to you what I'm hearing all the time. What I'm hearing all the time is, I'm not the one, or I'm this one. I'm not the one that does this. I need the person that does the signing of the paper that gets my completely sane girlfriend out of an insane asylum. That's what I need immediately. Where is Dr. Sanders? Where's... Okay. I try to...
Oh. Hi, Pedro.
Right.
Pedro just gave me a peace sign from over there. Can you say awkward?
Do you understand she was... Yes. You do understand she was interviewed intoxicated. You do understand one person interviewed her intoxicated, and based on that, she was involuntarily admitted. And when she sobered up, she even said she has no recollection of what she even said to that shrink, and then was thrown upstairs with people that do have to be up there, and she's fine. And no one I talk to has the power. See, this is what is annoying me. No one I am talking to, they are giving me no one to talk to that has the power to go, yeah, I'm the guy that makes the decision to sign out this person. You're telling me you don't.
He's listening on the phone. Apparently she's giving him directions to the pit.
Have you spoken to her? Have you spoken to her?
This weekend, right?
Have you spoken to her?
Leaving after the show today. Tonight through Saturday. Nice.
Are you listening to me?
No.
No, I'm talking to her.
Oh, no, we're not listening, Ant. We're doing a show. You just keep doing what you're doing over there. Oh, my God, my heart stopped.
So you haven't even personally sat down and spoken to her.
My heart
stopped. So here's what I get. No, you, please. I know you do a lot of the, please listen to me. Please listen to me for a second. How have you not sat down and spoken to her? And that can't give you a very good gauge on whether this is just another person going, I'm fine, or a boyfriend going, she's fine. You haven't even talked. If you sat down for 5 minutes and spoke to her, you would go, oh my, if you knew what you were doing, which I'm not saying you do or don't, but I'm just saying if you knew, you would sit and go, oh my God, what is this girl doing in here? I would suggest talking to her. The doctors that no one is... The doctors that have met with her, the ones that we can't ever talk to for some reason, those are the ones. Okay, how about an hour? I can be there in an hour. How about 9:30? Unfortunately, what? You're having an off-site meeting. Here's another thing that bugs. Here's another thing that bothers me a lot. Every time I try to get in touch with one of the doctors that can do something, they're in some meeting, a conference, and now an off-site meeting. What, is that a golf game? Please be honest with me. Is an off-site meeting chasing a Titleist around a grassy field? Because I want to talk to somebody that signs the paper. Dr. Sanders. Where is Dr. Sanders at 9:30? You know how much more crazy I am than she is? You're going to see if he's available at 11:30.
So, Pedro, you're in a new movie?
Yeah, you can't speak for them. I'm not asking you to speak for them. I'm asking to speak to them. You don't understand how frustrating this is. And no matter how much of the voice you put on, the calming thing they teach you in school, I am fucking livid. You don't understand how upsetting this is because she is so upset. Because she got drunk because her boyfriend of 7 years, who she's never had an argument with, had an argument with her. And she decided she was going to get drunk, like I did 2 nights before that, because I was in an argument with a girl that we had never been in an argument in 7 years. And she went on a bender. That's it. And now an interview she had with some shrink, totally wasted, comes into play. I can't get an answer from anybody. I can't talk to a doctor that can give me an answer. I talk to people like you and like the nurse desk and people that blow me off and give me these bullshit answers about how we could set this up. There's no guarantees, this, that. I want an answer. Tentatively scheduled for 11:30. $12:31.
How was it working with Jessica Simpson?
What's this off?
Hot.
You know what, though? This is what happens. I was being straightforward. Someone said they were being straightforward to me yesterday also when I was promised a phone call from Dr. Sanders, which I never got. This straightforward crap isn't working. I'm not believing it. I'm seeing a bunch of lying people here. A bunch of people that are putting me and my girl off, that are pushing things hours ahead until conveniently enough, oh, it's too late. You know what I want to do? I want to meet with someone ASAP so she could get out of there today. Today. What are you doing right now? What do you have scheduled for right now? Team report. What is team report? How about you schedule a meeting with my girlfriend? That way you can talk to her. I'm not being abusive. Abusive?
Wow.
I am being adamant. I am being passionate. I am being upset. You're going to call me back in 10 minutes. And I was hung up on by a social worker. A social worker. Hi. Yeah.
She didn't hang up on you.
No, she did.
Oh.
I was hung up. Because it was a three-way call with
Wow.
the sister
Oh, okay.
and the social
That's
worker.
nuts.
And I'm being abusive
Right.
to her. You know,
Don't throw it. You're gonna need the phone. Don't throw it.
no, I need this phone.
Don't throw it.
This phone would be through the wall. That's what you deal with. That's what you deal with the medical community. It's off-site thing. The past 3 days have been nothing but this off-site, these vagaries of what these doctors do. These vague, they're at a conference or this off-site. Whew. Hey, you hooked that one. That's what an off-site meeting is. They put me through and my girlfriend, more importantly, through this crap, and I'm the one that's being abusive?
You weren't being abusive.
You lock people up? I'm trying to get an honest goddamn answer out of these people. Unbelievable. I'm going to tentatively set up a meeting at 11:30 and see if I could get this guy. No guarantees are ever made. If that doesn't work, it'll be 12:30. If that doesn't work, she goes, then I'll try for 1:30. And then the time goes by. Here's how because it's happened. The time ticks by, and then it ends up, well, it's too late. You got to wait another day. Oh, my God. I could not be more pissed off at anything. This is the most pissed off I've been at human beings. Oh, my God. The medical community are a bunch of fuckos, if I may use the word. It's a new cereal by Kellogg's. Bunch of F's and O's. Oh.
We should take a break.
What? Hold on.
Well, maybe not. So, employee of the month, huh, Pedro?
You
What
know,
is that?
I concur.
No. Oh, boy.
What happened, Ant? What happened?
Nothing. I'm just getting a text from my girlfriend's sister. She just got to, call that woman back, I guess, and give her the rational good cop portion of that program.
Right.
Yeah.
What kind of social worker, because you weren't being abusive, you were just annoyed, interprets that as abuse? You see how they overreact. What a she can't handle having a heated discussion with someone who doesn't agree with her?
No.
Ugh.
That's a social worker? Jesus. If they aren't all nice to her, she loses it and hangs up.
What a pig.
Unbelievable.
All right, we're going to take a break.
All right, I'll make one more phone call.
Monsters.
You're leaving?
No, I'm if we're taking a break.
Yeah, we're taking a break. I asked Mark if we could go late on this side of the show. What did he say?
We're still talking to him. What is he? He's having an off-site meeting?
What's the problem? We go late. If the affiliates want to keep going with us, then they keep going with us. That's what I say. Okay.
Do you ever see the way Mark's slacks fit?
It's Opie Anthony, Jim Norton, and Pedro.
Hello.
Employee of the month?
Employee of the month with Dane Cook and Jessica Simpson.
kidding,
What?
man.
Holy Jesus, sorry you've been there.
No, I'm right there. I'm right there with you.
Yeah, we'll talk to him next, okay?
Sure.
Am I go right now?
Go for it, dude. Go for it.
Your real name's
kick it out.
Efron?
Who's that?
Efren?
Yeah, Efren.
Efren.
Yo, what up?
Hey,
how you guys doing? Hey there, hi there, ho there. What?
All right, we'll continue in just a bit. It's Opie
No
Anthony,
worries, man.
And a lot of other people, including Wool Jimmy Norton, who will be at the Pittsburgh Improv all weekend long, starting tonight.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show. To the affiliates, we're going a little late today. We might make it to 9:30. If you want to continue with us, great. If you want to play some classic rock, do that. Whatever.